Hello there. I have a divine message from the divine, from whoever has a message for you up in the ethers of the universe, in the cosmos, in the spirit realms, wherever. The ancestral realm. And the physical realm. What's going on? What's a message that you need to hear? The rabbit and the scorpion. The rabbit and the scorpion becoming one. The wild frog scorpion. The scorpion, the wild one. The one who's goes by their own rules. The one who is comfortable in their own skin. Comfortable being the villain. Comfortable being misunderstood. Comfortable being weird. Mixed with the rabbit who just jumps around, doesn't really think about it. Doesn't really care where it's going, it's just jumping around. Just in the moment. The gazelle. The gazelle. You were just running. Going fast. Spider, snake, and bee. And you have done it. You've done it. You've realized that you have weaved this reality. This reality that you're in, mouse. Well, it may seem like you're a mouse in this reality. It may seem like your impact is small. Maybe you like it that way. I feel like you have reached a completion in your soul. You've gone back to the beginning. You've gone back to your child self as your old, wise, wild scorpion self. And you've realized that you have perfectly weaved this reality. You've perfectly weaved your reality. And you are also a bee. You are also a bee. You also like relying on others. You also like feeding on others. You like getting inspiration from other flowers. You like seeing what they have to say. You like to feel their perspective, feel their pain. You're just back to innocence. You're back to knowing nothing. You're not going around saying, I know it all. This is what it is. Maybe you do know it all. Maybe you really do know it all. But you got nothing to prove. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Spirit. Gazelle. The gazelles are watching you. The gazelles understand you. The people who have quick wits, they get you. They feel you. They feel your nature. They feel your message. They feel your pain. They feel your genius. Anything else, Spirit? Knight of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and the Hermit. The Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Empress here. Okay. I can see what's going on here. Interesting, interesting. So, in this, if you're here for a love reading, for some love insight, the masculine here is the Hermit. The feminine is the Empress. And it's a lot of traffic for this tiny little road here. Sorry. We'll let the traffic go. I don't mind being still, because I'm the Hermit. Five of Swords. Okay, so you two have been feeling each other's pain. Feeling each other's pain. The man, the masculine, has been feeling the woman's, the feminine's heartbreak. He's been feeling her heartbreak. He's been feeling the pain that other jackasses, is what I'm hearing. Jackasses. What other jackasses did to her. Some motherfuckers. They did some slimy shit to her. To the extreme. Now, something similar also happened to the masculine here. Something really similar. Almost exactly the same. But not to that extreme. Not to the extreme of what the feminine here went through. But he's been feeling it to the max. He's been feeling what this trauma is. This trauma that the feminine has endured, of her heart being mishandled, her heart being stabbed and thrown away in the rain. So the masculine here has been putting in some work. The masculine has been putting in some energetic work. And I could feel on both sides there's like an army against them. There's an army against them. There's like a group of people that don't want them to heal. They don't want them to speak or be empowered. They fear what it would look like once they are liberated, once they are back to their source. And they're fearing that that time has arrived. They're like, oh shit. It's like they can't help but to check up on you. They're like, uh-oh, something's coming. Because the feminine here is feeling the masculine's pain. The feminine here is feeling the pain of being a hustler. The pain of working. The pain of being a pawn in someone else's game. Of having to grind for stability. And you see, this is not the feminine's nature. She's the Empress. She doesn't grind. She doesn't need to grind. She's perfect the way she is. But we are in a society where men, especially, are supposed to grind. And the feminine is feeling this and has felt it and has been transmuting this. So while the masculine is transmuting the emotional pain of the feminine is transmuting the physical pain of the masculine. The pain of labor. So this has been a long transmutation period, maybe their entire lives, where the feminine has been grinding. She doesn't need to again. She does not need to. But she's grinding to empower herself, to become the masculine, to become stronger than any force against her. And the man is doing the same. He will never be emotionally manipulated again. He will never not be himself. He will never change himself for another. He will never chain himself for another. Yep. So, y'all, I'm telling you right now, these forces against us have no clue who we are. They have no clue who we are. We've had a mask on. We've been playing their game. It's like we have humored what they gave us. These are people who just chuck swords at us, and we humored the pain. We're like, okay, let's feel it. Let me feel this pain you gave me. Let me feel it. Let me feel it to the max so that I come back into myself that much stronger, that much not willing to change, that much more not giving a fuck. So maybe they had a glimpse of who we are. They had a glimpse of our power. But what's coming, they have no clue. They haven't seen nothing yet. Three of Pentacles. Yep. These are people banding together. These are people using their tiny little minds, their tiny little mice minds, their tiny little hive minds, and they're like, this person's that because I saw them do this. And I can tell that when someone does this, that means that. And I don't like them. And yeah, we gotta stop him. And I don't like what he's saying here because that is not good for society. So, yeah. That's how they sound. That's how they sound. Very comical. Very stupid. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Spirit? Anything else you want me to say? Anything else? Anything else? They're saying, spill the tea. 9 of Pentacles and 4 of Cups. Ooh. Spill the tea. Spill the tea. They're like, guys, I can't prove it, but I swear this person's wearing a mask. This person is not really like that. This person's actually this. And you see what they're doing here. This has become a defense against the dark arts channel. Ace of Cups. What they're doing here is they want you to miss your blessings. They want you to look over your blessings. And that is not possible. That is not possible. And you may have played dumb for a while. You may have humored this strategy of theirs and be like, oh yeah, I'm totally oblivious to my blessings. I'm totally not gonna go that way. You got me. Meanwhile, the Holy Spirit has already been granted to you. Meanwhile, you've already been saved. You've already landed where you need to be. And you already know that you have this lover of yours, that you have this abundant, nurturing, beautiful energy who is loving you with all of their heart. Yep. Yep. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. This person that loves you, they're keeping it low-key as well. They're playing it real smart as well. They are much smarter than anybody. This person's a genius, an intuitive genius. She's a queen, the Queen of Wands. So even when they got you, even when it seems like all of the manipulation is in your head, when it seems like your back is faced towards your blessing's not leaving you. Even when you make a mistake, your blessing's not leaving you. Even when you are among these people, your blessing's not leaving you. This person has their eye on you. Nine of Cups. This person has their eye on you. And they have their eye on who they want to become. They could feel what your energy does to them. They could feel the transformation taking place internally by looking at you. When they look at you, they transform into the Empress. They transform into the mother, into the lover, into nature. Eight of Swords. And as they look at you, they transcend King of Pentacles. They transcend what it is that is keeping them caged. And it allows them to write about it. Your energy allows this person to write about their pain. It gives them inspiration to go transmute the pain. Otherwise, they would just be handcuffed. They would just be handcuffed and be like, I don't even want to move. I'm so fucked up. It's not funny. But yeah, your lighthearted energy. It's like this person knows that you've gone through bullshit, and they could see that you are just transmuting it at will. And that inspires them to do the same. It's like, even though you've gone through the worst of things, you still keep your game face on. You still keep your game face on, the face that you show the world, your character that you're playing, that you handcrafted. This character that, like, you see yourself becoming. And this character is no certain way. That's the point of the character. It's like Ben 10, if you guys know what that is. Ben 10 is some kid, kind of looks like me. He has a watch, and he could switch between a bunch of different monsters. That's your character. You're Ben. You're Ben 10. Your essence is that you can shapeshift. That you could embody infinite different monsters. You could embody infinite different things. You could be a big old strong, four-armed tank of a man. You could be spider monkey. You could be swamp fire. If you know what that means, then you're a legend. Yeah. That's what we got here. That's what we got here, y'all. Hermit. The Hermit. The Hermit energy is what's saving us. It's what's saving humanity. The Hermit. If you are brave enough to be a hermit, and not just not saying you're the hermit, not saying I want to be the hermit. If you are brave enough to legit isolate and be the hermit, you, my friend, are healing the world. So thank you. Beyond your control, fated encounter, love at first sight. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, novel. Okay. Hot. So, the heart never lies. Your lover maybe this has already happened or it's going to happen. You will encounter them, no need to prove yourself. You will encounter them in a way that is beyond your control. And it is love at first sight. And it's just gonna happen. It's like you see each other and boom, you're in the story. There's no opting out. Just like you wanted. So, maybe this has already happened. If so, enjoy. And if not, enjoy. Because you are in heaven. Living fucking legend. Living proof. Yeah. Peace. I love you. God bless you. Bye.